Hello. Yes, have a seat. Wonderful to meet with you. Yes. So you have already had your tour. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I see that you are interested then. Remind me when you came in and had your tour last? Okay, let me just double check here. Give me a moment, please. Wednesday. Ah, okay. That's why I didn't see you. I'm not working Wednesdays, but very happy to have you here with us. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so I see that you've already done and seen everything, and now you're interested in the menu. Wonderful. Well, first things first, I wanted to say congratulations. Yes. When were you engaged? Ah, beautiful. That's so lovely. So, I have here a wonderful brochure, and I will be giving you a copy of this, okay, so you can take home and look over it. It's very beautiful. This is the Lulling Manor, so you know everything is pristine. I mean, even the packaging that you get to take home with you is just wonderful. Great. Well, we are so happy that you have chosen us. So in order to secure your date, you will have to just go over the final packages with us. So if you do like what you hear from the menu and you're ready to move forward, I can put together just a rough estimate for you, and then you can sign over the contract and confirm, okay? Wonderful. Well, picking a wedding venue is, to be honest, it's the first step. Yeah. Once that's over with, you'll be feeling a lot better, I assure you. Okay, well, so when you were here last, did you happen to go over the manor rental fee? Okay. And did you happen to talk about the luxury linens and table settings? Briefly. Okay. I can go over that with you for sure. And did you talk about bar packages at all? I'm just going over a quick note, okay? I'm just going to make a note of everything we have to discuss today, so that way you are well informed. Lovely. Okay. Not to worry. There's a lot that goes into it, but it's not as difficult as it seems. Okay, so did you go over the food services, so the menu options and corresponding prices? I know we're going over the food, but did you discuss prices at all? Just briefly? Okay, well, we're going to go over that for sure, so let's just make a note of that. Okay. Now, you spoke about insurance briefly, I believe. Okay. Yes, alcohol service. Were you aware of the time frame? Okay. Just gonna make a note of the time frame here. Reservations, you know already. Billing, we'll discuss billing when we move forward. I can actually provide you a copy of that in the email that we send you over, okay? So, yes, let's see. Okay, so you have just discussed briefly just a few things about the actual manor and such, but you haven't gone over anything in terms of food. That's why you're here. Okay, and you briefly discussed table linens, and so you know a bit about the pricing of that, okay? Okay, so I'll just make a note of that. So linens, furniture, and so on, you are familiar with. Okay, I can go over just briefly a list of the things that we provide again if it's unclear for you, okay? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I have some sample menu options, and I did want to read this over with you, and hopefully you can sort of give me a rough idea of the things that you like, so I can just briefly highlight the things that you're interested in, and then I can provide you with a more accurate. Exactly. Yes, because the bill that I provide you, it's just a rough estimate. However, the more accurate you are, the more accurate the billing will be. Okay? Okay, lovely, lovely. Okay, so I am going to just fold this in half here. Now, before we go on to the food, I did want to talk to you a little bit about signature cocktails. So for your wedding, you did want to do an open bar? Yes, exactly. Okay, and that will just be a little bit extra per person in the final fee, but I'm going to send you over the exact details and we can go over the specific bar menu and such. However, We also offer complimentary, of course, but we offer signature cocktails. Okay? Yeah. That is just a welcome drink for your guests to have during cocktail hour. Oh, no, no, no. I don't mind explaining it all. Of course, it's everyone's first time planning a wedding, so don't worry about it. Okay, so typically you're going to have your ceremony, and then after your ceremony, depending or not if you wanted to have it on site. Did you make a note of that? Unsure? Okay. Just want to write that down. Okay, so for example, if you were to have your ceremony on site, you can have a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock ceremony, in which after the fact we would go right into cocktail hour. Now, if you are not getting married on site, typically you would get married in the destination of your choice, so you'd have your ceremony, and then usually there are many hours in between. So for example, if you were to get married at your local church or what have you, I'm not going to guess your religious beliefs, no, but if you were to get married at your local church or a specific venue like that, typically you'd have a afternoon ceremony in which you would then have a break and then you would come on site. Exactly, yeah. What do most people do? Well, I mean, it's really up to you. Some people specifically want to get married in their church or exactly. However, I do find that a lot of more young modern couples, they do like an on-site ceremony. So I'm just going to make a note of that so you're unsure exactly. So if you were to have an on-site ceremony, the only benefit is that your guests just come here, so they come to the manor. There's free parking on premises, or many guests often Uber because we do not encourage drinking and driving. However, if you carpool or there are some people that you take into account are not going to be drinking, exactly, yes. So what you would do is you would come for your ceremony. Your ceremony would last an hour roughly. We would allot 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after as well, so just for the guests to arrive and so on. And then right after the ceremony, you would go off and take pictures with your wedding party, but your guests would typically have a cocktail hour. Yeah, so we can discuss that with you. We can open the bar immediately during cocktail hour, which is usually recommended. However, regardless, we will be having cocktails. Yeah. Oh yes, it's so fun. And this is included free of charge, so regardless or not of what bar package you choose, you do get our signature cocktails. Yes, so for an hour, you'd have cocktail hour with canapes or hors d'oeuvres. Yes, this is before appetizers, mains, and so on. Oh yeah, it's quite fun. You need always some food with your drinks, we recommend. So you would have your cocktail hour with your signature drinks, potentially your open bar, and the canapes and hors d'oeuvres. Yes. Oh, I'm going to go over everything with you. Don't worry. Yeah. I'm going to give you this package so you can look everything over specifically, but I will be going over everything. Oh, it's so much fun. This is the fun part, believe me. Okay. So, we have some signature cocktails and we do have 4 to choose from. So typically you would have 1, maybe even 2 signature cocktails to offer, but it's called signature for a reason, so you don't really want more than 1 or 2, I would say. Yeah. You can, of course, every additional cocktail is an additional price, but we do give you the 1 signature cocktail free of charge. Great. Oh, I can read you the list of 4 and then you can pick now or you can pick later. You can tell me maybe the ones that sound more appetizing and I'll just highlight that for you. That way you have something to think about. Okay, great. Okay, yep, please let me know. Sure. So the first one is the grapefruit and basil margarita. Yes. So it is a tequila-based margarita with red and white grapefruit juice with basil simple syrup, and it is garnished with a salted grapefruit wedge and basil. Basil, yes. Oh, it's quite good in a cocktail. And we can also actually make virgin options for your underage guests. Yes, anyone who doesn't drink can actually have a... Exactly. So the signature cocktail can be made non-alcoholic as well, which is a great option. Wonderful. Okay, great. Next we have the lychee thyme spritzer. Yes, so this has a vodka-based cocktail with lychee juice, or lychee juice, however you pronounce that, and lemon juice as well. It also has some ginger ale, and it's garnished with a micro thyme little leaf. Yes, delicious. It's a very savory forward, but we have some, oh yeah, these are very exciting, yes. Okay, and next we have the cranberry whiskey sour. So this is sort of like your classic whiskey sour, but with a little bit of a twist. So we have whiskey as the base, of course, citrus juices, and we have cinnamon simple syrup. So that's the twist. Cinnamon, yes, yeah, exactly. There's a splash of cranberry juice, and it's garnished with floating cranberries. Yes, so exciting, I know. I love this kind of stuff. Okay, your next signature cocktail would be the blackberry bramble. Oh, yeah, for sure. And this has gin in it, okay? So there are options, yes. So this has gin, muddled blackberries, and it's sweetened with maple syrup and topped with ginger ale. Yes, so we had the tequila one, the vodka one, the whiskey one, and the gin one, and they can all be made non-alcoholic. So exciting, right? Yes, of course. So which one sounded the best to you? The first one sounded good, okay, as well as, oh, you like that one, okay. So I'm just going to make note of these, but of course, if you change your mind, you're getting all the options to look over. Now, during your cocktail hour, of course, so exciting, we are going to go over the canapes and hors d'oeuvres. So these are essentially just little bites. It's fancy for finger food, if you will. Okay, everything has to sound better for a wedding. So, we have the canapé and hors d'oeuvres. We have, I'll just read you a list of them, and then you can just tell me if anything sounds good. You could just stop me and I'll highlight, okay? Yes, oh, you have a choice of 4 for your wedding. Any additional ones would be additional money, but it's one set fee for the canapés and hors d'oeuvres. So a choice of 4 from this menu, okay? Yes, I can even show you a photo of what this would look like, so you can see. So this is sort of how they're presented. So some are the little bites, yes, on a piece of bread. Some are on spoons, and some are just in little glasses, so a shrimp wedge and so on. Oh no, these are not our best ones featured, just to show you a variety. They're all really good, honestly. Okay, great. Okay, I'll read you from the menu here. We have the potato latkes, so it's with creme fraiche and smoked salmon. Yes, sounds good, right? Next we have the soba noodles twirled on a silver fork. So it's already twirled, so you don't have to. Exactly. With crunchy vegetables, sesame seeds, and chilies. Next we have the lobster with grapefruit selections, a citrus dressing, and mint leaves. Lobster, yeah, it's quite decadent. Next we have the balsamic duck with fig, and it is on a Chinese pancake. Yes. Next we have the Frenched lamb chops with a date glaze. Okay, then we have figs with rosemary mascarpone and San Daniele prosciutto. Oh, that one sounds good. Okay, just gonna highlight that. Sure. We have quite a few more. Yes. So next we have the watermelon, cucumber, Greek feta, olive oil, and fleur de sel bites. Yes, quite fresh. Next we have chicken lollipops. So this is with a sweet plum dipping sauce. Then we have the baked brie parcels with a blackberry compote. Sounds good, right? Oh, you like brie? Okay, I'm just gonna make a little note of that. Next we have the Peking duck spring rolls with Chinese cabbage and a scallion stuffing. Very exotic. Then we have Thai rice paper rolls with a red plum dipping sauce. Goat cheese, crisp pastry, cracked pepper, and pistachio bites. Okay, yes, that is goat cheese. Okay. Next we have pink grapefruit segments, cashew, and toasted coconut salad. Yes, very, very exotic. Next we have a mini lamb burger with tzatziki. Yeah, so it is in a little mini slider bun, the lamb burger with just the tzatziki garnish. Okay, great. Next we have potato gnocchi with a gorgonzola cream. Yeah, it comes in just like a little cup, if you will. So it's a few bites. Sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna highlight that as well. Next we have ricotta, parsley, bacon dumpling in a napoletana sauce. Okay, great. Next we have a steak tartare with crostini and caper mayonnaise. Yes, tartare is raw. To be honest, I quite like it myself. Okay. Next we have steamed black tiger shrimp with Marie Rose sauce or classic cocktail sauce. Yeah, the Marie Rose is more creamy. The classic cocktail sauce is a little bit more spicy. And we do give both options for your guests. Okay, I'm going to highlight that for sure. Next, we have the skewered beef tenderloin with grape tomatoes and pearl onion. Yeah, it's beef tenderloin on a skewer. Okay, and then we have quail eggs with oven roasted cherry tomatoes. Yes, okay. So typically, since you do have 4 options to choose from for your canapes and hors d'oeuvres, we do recommend going with at least 2 vegetarian options, 1 or 2 depending on your guests. I mean, only you can know that for sure, but for sure at least 1 veggie option. If you choose 2, even better. I mean, there's a lot of fun cheeses, so maybe you could do a vegan option, a vegetarian option, and then you would choose your protein, so maybe like a beef with a chicken, or perhaps a chicken with a fish. Depending, you can mix and match. I have a few that you've highlighted that sounded good, but of course, feel free to go over this and let me know. Wonderful. Yeah, you're going to get this package to look over, so no worries. No pressure to make any decisions, okay? Yeah. No, you're fine. I don't need any decisions. I just need some confirmation in terms of exactly. Yeah, that way I can just put together a package and you can let me know I only want 3 hors d'oeuvres, I only need 1 starter, for example. We'll go over everything, don't worry. Okay, and you have lots of time to make your decision, but of course, the sooner you do decide, the sooner you can secure your date with us. Yeah, I know. Okay. Are you having a good time so far? It's okay? Good. Yeah, like I said, this is the fun part, so no need to stress about it. Great. Okay, so in terms of the sample menu that I have here, we are going to give you some starter options as well as soup options and salad options. So for example, you're going to be choosing between your soups, salads, and essentially just your various other apps. I'm going to be reading them all to you. You can pick 2. So what you would do is you could choose a soup or a salad accompanied with a starter. Yes, or you can choose a soup and a salad and skip that part of the starter. Exactly. This is essentially your appetizer before the main. So we give the option of soups, salads, and starters. Typically, you'll either go soup or salad. Some people even just do 2 starters. Yeah. Well, I'll read you everything. It's honestly up to you. Okay. So let's read the soup section first, okay? Let me know if anything sounds good. So, just right here, I'm just reading off the menu just briefly. So for soups, we have a pea, mint, and lobster soup with peas. Yeah. Yes. Very summery, very spring. Okay. Next, we have a green gazpacho with tomato grappa sorbet. Very, very punchy. Oh yeah, grappa is very strong, but this is toned down, of course. Yes, exactly. And I only suggest this if you know everyone in your party is going to be drinking, okay? Okay. Next we have a butternut squash soup with apple. Very fall. Yes, very, very fall forward. Okay. Finally, we have a cream of tomato soup with a basil scented whipped cream and oversized croutons. Very, very luxurious, and to be honest, tomato soup is just always good. I'll highlight that one for you, okay? But of course you can completely skip over the soup section. This is just part of your 2 choices here. Okay, next we're going into the salads, alright? So, as for your salads, we have either romaine. So this is a romaine bacon with a soft centered egg, garlic crostini with grainy mustard dressing, and shaved Asiago cheese. Sounds good. Okay, next we have something a little bit different. It's a little bit more fresh, definitely for more of a summer wedding, I would say. And this is the cantaloupe salad with with watermelon, cucumber, Greek feta, olives, olive oil, fleur de sel, and micro herbs. Yes, very Mediterranean, but again funky with the twist of cantaloupe. Exactly. Next we have a white and green asparagus salad with mango, toasted herbs, citrus fruit, and walnut olive oil dressing. Yes. Next there is an endive salad with arugula, watercress, pears, toasted pecans, and Roquefort cheese. Yes, this is very more heavier for the fall or winter weddings, I would say, are typically more popular. Yeah. Okay. Next we have a fresh burrata. Everyone loves burrata, yes. With a tomato ceviche, basil, garden herbs, edible flowers, extra virgin olive oil, and fleur de sel. Oh, you like burrata? Okay, so the burrata salad I'm going to highlight here. Just make a note of that. Burrata. Okay. So, in terms of soup or salad, did any of those interest you, or you're more interested in a salad perhaps? Okay, so we can mark off the salad, but there are now a list of starters to choose from, so they're not soup or salad, they're simply starters, which would fall more in the, yeah, there will be some pastas in there and even some protein options to choose from, and this is all before the main, okay? So I'll read you a list. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to discuss, so you can either choose 2 starters or you can choose a soup or a salad and 1 starter. We're very flexible, yes. Okay, so here's the list of starters, okay? So we have a butternut squash agnolotti with roasted oranges and sage cream. Agnolotti is the pasta, yes. Delicious, okay. Next we have another pasta. We have a ricotta gnocchi. So instead of being made with potato, this is actually made with ricotta cheese. Okay, yeah, delicious, delicious. And this is with fresh sage, lemon butter, and aged Reggiano Parmesan. Parmigiano Reggiano, yeah, it's really good. Okay. Mark that off for you, okay. Next we have an antipasto, which is typically with your, prosciutto. So this one has prosciutto, peppered cantaloupe, olives, and homemade breadsticks. Sounds good too, okay. Next we have smoked duck breast with watermelon, watercress, and a honey champagne dressing. Some sweet and savory there for sure. And finally we have here a seared tuna. So this is the protein, much like the duck breast. This is a protein with French beans, fingerling potatoes, so those long potatoes, poached egg, and a tapenade vinaigrette. Okay, so out of the starters, you said you liked the gnocchi as well as the prosciutto. Okay, and did you have another one? Okay. Alrighty, so you're thinking perhaps a salad with the burrata, or maybe you'd even consider doing 2 starters instead. I think you have good taste. Yes, very, very good. Okay. So, we're moving on to the mains, so you can let me know if you wanted 2 starters, or even perhaps if you only want to do 1, and that would significantly reduce the cost of your bill, okay? But you can let me know after, no problem. I am going to just make a rough proposal for you, and then you can nix some things or add some things after. For sure. Okay. So I'm going into the mains. We offer a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mains again. And now as for the mains, you would typically be choosing 1 main for your guests. If you did want to give your guests an option of 2 to 3 mains, you would have to ask them ahead of time, and it would be an extra charge of $5 per person. And you would have to find out what exactly they wanted ahead of time. That way we can have the food in to prepare. Because we do order everything fresh, yeah. So yes, either you pick the 1 main for everyone that you think everyone would like, or you can give them options of up to 3 mains and then they can decide. However, if your guests do have any dietary restrictions, yes, exactly. If they have to be, kosher or vegetarian and so on, that is free of charge, of course. So that should just give you some more comfort, okay? For sure. Okay, so I'm going to go over the mains and you tell me which one sounds really good to you, or maybe there's more than one, okay? Okay, so this is sort of our take on chicken, if you will, and this is a Cornish hen stuffed with rice, mushrooms, herbs, roasted shallots, beets, steamed vegetable. Yes, so that is the first option. Next we have a beef duo. So this is for the meat lovers here. And we have the tenderloin. So beef tenderloin, it is braised with a Cabernet Jus. And then we also have potato galette with creamed corn and cauliflower croquette. Yes, delicious. Okay, I'm just gonna highlight that for you. Perfect. Next we have oven roasted veal chop with shelled cannellini beans, pancetta, gypsy peppers, arugula salad, and truffle aioli. No, I don't recommend the veal, to be honest. No. Okay, next we have the miso and maple glazed black cod with a Japanese rice cake, sun-dried tomato aioli, marinated baby cucumber, and steamed Chinese broccoli. Okay, sounds good. And then we have, finally, this is sort of the vegetarian option, if you will. And we have a mushroom risotto cake with Asiago cheese, porcini cream, fizzled leeks, shaved parmesan, and grilled vegetables. Yes, it is the Parmigiano Reggiano. Okay, I'm going to highlight that as well. Now this is going to be your vegetarian option typically. Yes. Exactly. Okay, no problem. So that is your main. So which one sounded really good? You said that the beef duo, okay? And also, okay. Perfect. Now, as for dessert, it is usually up to the actual bride and groom to decide if you wanted to have a sweets table and so on. Of course, you would also have your wedding cake. But we do also offer dessert with your menu package. Yes. So you can have a plated dessert, and this can either accompany your cake or we can plate everything separately. It's completely up to you. Okay, yes. Oh, I love dessert too. Okay, great. So I'm going to read you your dessert options here. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options again. Usually we have a list of 5 things. Okay, so the first dessert is a phyllo baked pear with a crème anglaise and a black currant sorbet. It is a baked pear, yeah. The crème anglaise is almost like a, how could I describe it to you? Almost like the consistency of like melted ice cream, but it's like a very custardy sauce. It's really delicious. That is always a nice lighter option as well. Yeah, it's really good. Next we have a warm black mission fig with a raspberry crostata. Yes, a crostata is basically like a tart, like a little pie. Yep, okay. Next we have a warm sticky toffee pudding with a caramel sauce and brandy whipped cream. Yeah, so the pudding is also more cake-like, if you will. So yes, it's definitely more of like a warm winter cozy dish, but it's really good. I highly recommend it. Sticky toffee pudding, yeah, okay. Just make a note of that. Next we have a black sesame cake with fresh berries and chantilly cream. Chantilly cream is like whipped cream. Yes, okay. Nice. And then finally we have a Tahitian vanilla creme brulee with a crunchy caramel crust, of course. Creme brulee, okay. So you like those too, you think? Okay. Yeah, so typically we do plate those, and we can plate it with your cake on the side and a dessert. It looks really nice that way. It does, yeah. It gives your guests some options, okay? Now, additionally, if you would like to book your sweets table with us, okay, we do have some options for that as well. We have a savory snack late night section as well. Would you like to hear the options? Okay, great. Okay, so in terms of sweet delights, we do offer an assortment of these, so you can usually pick like, I would say about 5 is usually what guests pick, anywhere from 3 to 5 sweets just to have a little dessert table. Yes, so that way you don't have to source anything extra yourself. We do everything on site. Okay, great. Well, I have a list right here, so I'm just going to be going over them, but I'll show you a little picture here. So you can see the sweets, they would be plated something like that, and of course depending on your guest count, we would then decide how many we need, and late night savory snack, such as burgers and so on, okay? Yeah, because because after drinking so much with your open bar, you don't want your guests to go home with, yeah, exactly. You do need to feed your guests quite often, I find. Okay, so let's start with the Sweet Delight. So, like I said, anywhere from 3 to 5 is typically a good number of these. Okay, and then depending on how many or how few you choose, that would change the outcome of your final pricing. Okay, so just let me know that sounds good and I'll just highlight it for you, okay? But I will read you a list. There's quite a few of here, okay? So there's not just 5, there's like many to choose from, all right? So we have a maple creme anglaise. We have mini mousse cakes, chocolate mousse. We have biscotti, the little Italian, typically cantucci cookies, okay? We have cake pops. Yes, and we can do them color-coded to your wedding theme, okay? Then we have macarons. Macarons, yes. Yes, the French ones. Okay. Then we have creme brulee. So depending if you choose that for your dessert or not, if you wanted the option, we do provide mini creme brulees, which are quite nice. Okay, perfect. We also have mini cupcakes. We have chocolate truffles, so just little chocolates. We have chocolate mousse cups. We have mini fruit tarts. We have mini eclairs. We have mini chocolate raspberry tarts. We have chocolate dipped strawberries. Those are always nice. Mini donuts, quite popular. We have mini tiramisu made with mascarpone, so it's really good. Okay. We have chocolate chip cookies, so something a little more classic, comforting. We have mini shortbread cookies. Okay. We have salted caramel brownies. Really good, okay. We have pecan butter tarts. We have lemon bars. And we have a honey date bar. Oh, delicious. Okay, so I'm just gonna make note of that. You said the creme brulee potentially. Macarons. Okay, and those sounded good to you? Oh, and that one, okay. Okay. I will give you, yeah, the price rundown for if you choose 3 or if you choose 5, okay? Or yeah, if you choose more, by all means, okay? Perfect, okay. Next, we have the savory late night snack, so I am going to be reading them off to you. Typically, you would choose 1 to 2 of these, okay? So you don't have to, you know, exactly, yeah. 1 is included in the price breakdown, but if you want to offer an additional one, okay, perfect. So we have a list of them here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, okay? So I'm just going to read them off to you. We offer crispy fish tacos. Oh yeah, and stop me if any sound good, okay? Okay, great. We have mini grilled cheese triangles. Very cute. We have sliders, so those are pretty popular. These sliders with aged cheddar, arugula, and a garlic aioli. It's like a mayonnaise. Oh, delicious, okay. Okay, great. Then we have the skewered beef tenderloin with grape tomatoes and pearl onion. So that's a little bit more fancy, if you will. Yes, okay, perfect. Then we have mini corn dogs with a mustard dipping sauce. Very classic, fun, sort of like a fair food. Then we have mini smoked meat sandwiches on mini bagels. Very cute, okay. Then we also have mini breaded chicken baguette, tomato sauce, onions, and pepper. So it's sort of like a sandwich, if you will. A little sandwich, okay. Then we have mini shaved rare beef tenderloin baguette with an onion jam. Delicious. Exactly. So if you weren't thinking the burgers, you wanted something fancy but still in a sandwich form, yeah. And then we have a mini fish and chips, which is quite popular too. Okay, so which one sounded good to you? The sliders. And okay, so just highlighting those 2 options, and then of course you can decide, you know. Yes, and then here we have just some pictures of the premises which you've already seen. That is it for your menu. How was that? Lovely, lovely. Okay, so you don't have to make any decisions right now, but is there anything you wanted to specifically cancel or alter in terms of numbers? Okay. Oh, okay. So you're thinking perhaps, yes, the 2 starters for sure. Okay. Great. Yes. that is classic, of course. Oh, no, no, no. You have time to make up your mind in terms of exactly what you want for now, but at least to secure your date and to provide you with accurate pricing, I am going to need, yeah, just numbers of things, really. And how many guests were you thinking of? Okay, perfect. Yeah, exactly. So I can help you with all that, but of course this is for you, okay? Yes, you get to take this home with you and look it over, and then I will provide you. Yes, exactly, exactly, exactly. Yeah, this is for sure. No, no, no. You never have to give it back, no. It's yours. And then I will provide you just a rundown in your email, so just a rough estimate based on, say you wanted 4 hors d'oeuvres. Exactly. And then you get to pick. There's no additional charges for each one, so whether you go with the soup and the salad or the salad and the... Exactly. No, it's no additional cost. It's just a rough estimate here. And then once you know numbers and you have a better idea of things. Any more questions? Yes. Okay, so in terms of the additional $5 per guest, that is completely your choice. Yeah, so if you did want to provide them with the menu option, it is $5 extra per person. However, it's perfectly normal for you to pick just your starter, and then, any dietary restrictions we can accompany free of charge, okay? And then if you did change your mind, I mean, it's actually much easier to add as opposed to take away. Yeah, it's much easier. So you can give me like sort of your bare minimum must-haves. We can work with that. And then if you tell me, hey, I want to add something on, feel free, okay? Yeah, usually when we do have you sign the contract, it is going to be sort of a minimum price. So it's much better to just, give us the bare minimum, and then we can add or take away or anything like that, okay? Well, it was lovely meeting with you. How did the menu sound? Pretty good? Great. Well, I do hope that we see each other again soon. I see that I have your email and all of your contact information, so I will be going through email first, but of course if you have any questions, feel free to call me at any time, okay? Yes. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to hand this over to you. Yeah, so you can look this over. Exactly. Yes, just place that. Perfect. Okay, well, any more questions? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to make you a mock rough estimate, but if you are very specific in things and you say, hey, this is exactly what I want, it's even better so we can be even more clear. Okay, but no worries. I mean, this is just so you have an idea, ballpark of what things cost before deciding to move forward in the contract. Yes, and then once you do move forward and you secure your deposit, we can then book your date and then go forward. Okay. No, it's everyone's first time, so I mean, I'm going to be prepared for a list of questions for sure, so feel free to ask me anything that comes to your mind after, okay? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it was very nice to meet you, and I do hope to see you again soon, okay? Congratulations once again, and have some fun looking over the menu, okay? I know it's stressful, but this is actually the fun part too. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Hi. Yes, welcome. So nice to see you. Yes. Hello. Great. How was traffic? Was it all right? Perfect. No, you're on time. Don't you worry. Yes. Well, it's nice to finally see each other face to face. Yeah. So how did you hear about our shop? Wonderful. Oh, that is so nice. Is that why you already had the design all picked out? Oh, no. I love the design you chose. I mean, classic. You can't go wrong. Of course, I'm just going to be pulling out my notes. Just keep talking as I'm doing that. Oh, yes. That must have been so nice. Beautiful. I see. Oh, yeah, that is exactly what I'm getting out for you. discussed pricing online for that specific design, but I don't know if we went over the exact size of the wedding cake. So first of all, congratulations. Such an exciting time, and honestly, with so much wedding planning to do, I find the cake to be the most exciting part. Oh yes, 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 yes. So I just wanted to briefly show you just this little chart that we have here. Not sure if you can see that, but I will be emailing you a copy. I just wanted to briefly discuss the various heights because you are sold on that classic design with the fondant, yes, and the flowers. Oh yeah, we can do the piping. We do it all by hand, of course. Great. Well, I just wasn't exactly sure how many servings you would need, so if you could just confirm the guests. Oh yes, okay. I'm just gonna write that over here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to go over how the serving sizes can look based on sort of the style that you'd like. So we have here a 4-inch little tiny cake topper, and this is about 6 servings, okay? So it also shows you the inches and things like that, but like I said, I will be sending this over to your email. So we do have that right over there. Then we have a 6-inch 14 servings, okay? So as you can see, of course, everything is going to increase, but we can mix and match, and it depends what you're looking for. So, for example, this would be for 327 servings. Of course, your wedding is much smaller, so you do not need a cake of this height. However, we can actually do a combination of things. So depending on which tier you like, if you like sort of the middle tier or more of the top tier, we can do it according to your size. So for example, the 12-inch would be 64 servings, okay? So you're already more than halfway there for sure. 10-inch 36, 8-inch 28, and so on and so forth, okay? The bottom tier, you don't have to worry, this is just for larger weddings, and the 16-inch bottom tier is for 100 servings, of course. If you're having a smaller wedding, I would recommend doing smaller tiers. Yeah, that way you can get the desired height that you like, and you said you wanted something like at least 3 tiers, okay? So we can probably do something like this. So you can see 28 plus 14 plus 6. That would be a little bit too small for you. So something maybe right here would be the sweet spot, or even right here. And we can, of course, mix and match. So you can do the 12-inch with the 8-inch with the 4-inch. Exactly, yes. And it is always good to just, for example, yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. So you do want to save the top tier for you if you're at all a traditionalist. So I do recommend going with a little itty-bitty topping. So this 4-inch is 6 servings. However, it is very customary for couples to, you do want to save this, and a lot of the times couples will save this, freeze it for 1 year, and then eat it together for their 1-year wedding anniversary, which is quite nice. So I do like that. So we can mix and match, but we can talk about the logistics after. You actually have you did a lot of legwork, yes. That is because you were familiar. Exactly. So I'm happy that you already have the design picked out, and you did want round and not squared, correct? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is, of course, a 7-layer. You're looking at, maybe a third of this. Exactly. So, as I said, you probably would want to do 3 layers, and we can mix and match. So you can have, I would say even a 14 is good starting room, 14 with the 10, and then you could do the 6 or the 4 on top, depending on the numbers. Exactly. So that's just something to think about, the cake tier height. I'm going to email you this with a list of pricing as well, okay? Based on the design we chose. Wonderful. Okay. So now we are on to the exciting part, and this is everyone's favorite part, and that is the flavors. So remind me again which cake flavor you said you tried? Okay. Yep, I have that in the popular flavor combinations. and I will be going over the popular flavors after. As well, I'm going to be reading you just the cake flavors in general, the filling flavors, and the accent flavors. Good, sounds good. And now, once you've chosen, I would say, your top 3, I can put together a little cake box for you. Yes, I will just have that whipped up within the week, I would say. I'll put together a cake box for you. You can actually sample them before choosing, okay? I don't want. No. I do want you to sample them and decide which one you like best. Yes, I was going to say you can actually mix and match. So if you and your significant other, if you have different flavor preferences, some are more vanilla, some are more chocolate, as you can say, you can mix and match. So you can do 1 tier of your choice, 1 tier of your partner's choice, and then the top tier. It can be something different altogether, but I recommend maybe doing a flavor that you know you like for sure. So I would say for mixing and matching, I don't recommend doing more than 2 flavor combinations, but we can make that happen, yes. Oh, it's going to be so good. Oh yes, wait until I read you the flavors. Now, I just wanted to say, in terms of cake flavors, this is the actual cake itself, okay? And all of our cakes are very moist and spongy, so they don't require a syrup. Some cake decorators will add a syrup just to keep the cakes nice and moist and spongy, but as you know, not necessary for us, alright? Great, so I'm going to read you first the cake flavors, okay? Then keep in mind, I can repeat anything if you have trouble, and I will be emailing you a list of these as well. But I will just need us to pick some combinations, that way I can get your order ready for the free tasting. Then once you've chosen between the 3 flavors, if you'd like to mix and match, then we can go ahead and we can start. Yes, exactly. Well, that's wonderful. Well, right here I have the cake flavors, and I would love to just read them off for you, okay? So you can stop me or just tell me that sounds good, and I'll just circle the one that you choose, okay? Great. And then as I circle them, I can go over the ones you circled, and then we can start talking about what sounds good with each filling. And by filling, I either mean the buttercream mousse or more cheesy creams. And we do have accent flavors, but I'll get into everything, as I said. Alright, so stop me if anything sounds good, but we're going to just read the basic cake flavors, okay? Great. So we have golden vanilla, we have chocolate, we have white, so your classic just white cake, marble, and marble will be black and white, so essentially chocolate and vanilla. Yes, it would be chocolate and white in this case so that it's nice and marbled. Exactly. We have your chocolate chip. Yes, so this would be a white base with chocolate chip filling. Great. Then we have your chocolate. So it's very chocolatey. So that is a chocolate chip. My apologies. Okay. Then we have lemon. We have coconut. Banana. So the more fruity flavors, yes. We also do a lemon poppy, so lemon poppy seed. We do a rainbow. Yes. So that is our sort of homage to confetti cake, you can say. So it is rainbow, but it is more like rainbow confetti. Alright. We also do a spice cake. Remind me what time of year you're getting married? Okay. So that could even be an option, actually. It is very nice for a fall. Perfect. And as well, if you like the more spicy route, we can do your classic carrot cake, which of course pairs nicely with the cream cheese frosting, but I'll read that in a bit, alright? Great. Then we have red velvet. We have toasted almond. That's really delicious. And again, it is toasted, so it's a nice golden brown color. Okay. Then we have peanut butter. Yes, of course you would have to make sure that none of your guests have any peanut allergies. Alright? Great. Then we have chocolate almond. chocolate almond is not for everyone, but it's delicious. Yeah, I mean, you can say that it is sort of our take on what would be maybe a Nutella. So it is the nutty flavor with the chocolate. It's really, really good. Yeah, so rather than chocolate hazelnuts, it is, yes, chocolate almond. Then we have orange pecan. It's very warm. It's a sort of orange zest with those pecans throughout. Oh, delicious. Yeah, definitely more for fall, as well as, of course, apple nut. And the apple nut is slightly spiced, but not as spicy as, of course, our spice cake or our carrot cake. And which one sounded good to you? I just want to. All right, and okay. A lot of them sounded good. Well, that's great. I'm happy that you're open to a lot of these flavors. They are all delicious, I assure you. Next, I'm going to be reading you the filling flavors. And we do have the buttercreams, mousses, and then we have more of our sort of creamier, almost like cheesy, custardy fillings. I'll read you those after, but first we will go over the buttercreams. Alright, so we have vanilla, classic vanilla bean buttercream. We have chocolate, raspberry buttercream, and raspberry does pair very nicely. Yes, as you imagine with the, yes, chocolate, vanilla. Alright, then we have lemon. Well, you could do a lemon on lemon, but it would be very strong. Yeah, I would suggest breaking that up. Alright, then we have mocha. So mocha is, we do it with espresso. It's really, really good. So it's sort of a chocolatey espresso, and it pairs really nicely with anything, your chocolate chip, marble, white. Yeah, it's really, really good. I mean, even the toasted almond with mocha is very exotic, yes. Alright, then we have the white chocolate filling. It's definitely different from vanilla, but it's really good. A little bit sweeter, okay? Then we have almond. Now we do use almond extract as well as natural almond flavoring, so it's not too strong of an almond taste if that's what you're worried about. We don't like the artificial almond flavor, so all of our extracts are natural as well. Alright, then we have coffee. So this is just for the purists. So rather than the mocha, we just have a pure coffee buttercream. It's very strong and punchy, but it's super, super delicious. Then we have salted caramel, which is always super classic. I mean, who doesn't love sweet and salty pairings, right? Exactly. And that does go really nice. Salted caramel goes really nice with any of your more fall flavors as well. You could do the spice cake with the salted caramel. Great. Then we have peanut butter. Yes, this is a peanut butter filling. It's so delicious. A little bit salty as well, but not as salty as the salted caramel, but there is that kick. Oh, it's incredible. Peanut butter is really good. Did any of those sound really good so far? Yep. Wonderful. Then I'm going to be reading you the mousse flavors. Yeah, so these are, yes, exactly. So rather than doing your, rather than your buttercream, some people don't like buttercream. We offer a few mousse options, okay, but not too many because I do recommend a buttercream. It does hold a little bit better. All right. Well, the mousse is dark chocolate, white chocolate, or lemon. Those are your 3 mousse flavors, but you won't be, okay, I'll nix those off the list. Now next we have more of your frostings. So these are, some of them are butter based and some of them are more cream based, but I'll just read you right off the top. Cream cheese. Classic cream cheese frosting pairs really nice with spice cake, carrot cake, red velvet cake, of course, peanut butter as well, really delicious. We have a cannoli cream, so it's similar to what you'd have in a cannoli, as you can imagine. It's with a ricotta filling and mascarpone as well. It's really, really good. There are a little bit of tiny, tiny little chocolate chips throughout. It's super nice, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it with the chocolate chip. It might be a little bit too many chips, but I mean, you can go with a golden vanilla, a white. Oh, honestly, these all pair fairly well together, I would say, yeah. Even the marble would be very nice. Alrighty. Then we do have a vanilla custard, so rather than it being a mousse, it is a custard. Again, it is a little bit more, how would we say, difficult to keep at room temperature for a longer period of time, but of course our cakes are all sealed with a buttercream and then the fondant on top, so you don't have to worry too much. Wonderful, wonderful. Vanilla custard is very delicious and really good with some accent flavors that I'll read you in a bit. Alright, then we have cookies and cream. It's really good. It's not quite a buttercream. We use actual real cream. So delicious. And then we have your classic whipped cream, which we do stabilize so you don't have to worry about it falling or collapsing. So which filling sounded good? Alright? Yeah, that is a popular one. That is popular. Now maybe with some of those you would like an accent flavor. So this is paired with another filling. So what this means is that with the filling, for example, if you were to choose raspberry, we can also layer the raspberry with a curd. It would be on the same layer. So it wouldn't be alternating layers, it would be on the same layer. So you could do, for example, coffee with chocolate truffle, and that would be a good combination. Just an example. So before I get ahead of myself, I am going to read the accent flavors here. So we have, paired with another filling, we can do lemon or lime custard. That is more of the fresh. Yes, exactly. Then we have raspberry or strawberry preserves. So similar to a jam, but we do make this all in-house. Oh, and the raspberry preserves is delicious, but of course with the filling raspberry, you wouldn't want to do a raspberry preserve, for example. This would be more for cream cheese, let's say, and raspberry preserves, it would give it, or strawberry preserves, a cheesecake-like flavor. And I'll get to some of our signature flavors after. Then you can do chocolate truffle. So it would be very thick, almost like a ganache, you can say. And then we would pair that with any flavor. So even raspberry chocolate truffle works really nice. Exactly. Then we have fresh berries as well, which is seasonal. A lot of people pair that with the whipped cream and maybe a lighter cake, lemon, or something like that. So which accent flavors sounded good, if any? Oh, okay. That's perfect. That is really good to know. Now, of course, we are very well known for about 4 signature flavors, one of which you already tried, but I just wanted to read you these flavor combinations just to give you an idea. And of course we can sub out certain flavors as well with our popular flavor combinations. We're very flexible. Yeah, you can see we do have quite a large list of flavors, so with flavors, combinations, fillings, and yeah, no 2 cakes ever have to be the same. So I will also read you the flavor combinations just very briefly. We have exterior icings. So I know you're pretty set on the fondant, but we have vanilla buttercream, chocolate buttercream, and rolled satin fondant. So you did say that you wanted the fondant. That is a classic cake design, so beautiful. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, now onto the popular flavors. Alrighty, so we have vanilla cake with fresh strawberries and vanilla buttercream. So this is just your pure, fresh, simple vanilla cake, fresh strawberries, and vanilla buttercream. So as I said, with the accent flavors, how I said fresh berries, you can do your berry of choice here. So you could even substitute the fresh strawberries for fresh raspberries, blueberries. Exactly. But that is a very popular flavor for us. As well, we have chocolate chip cake with chocolate truffle and white chocolate buttercream. Accent flavor, the chocolate truffle. Exactly. And now you don't have to feel pressured to choose an accent flavor with the buttercreams. It just really highlights your cake and makes it that much more exciting, I would say. Yeah. Great. Then as popular fresh one is our lemon cake with lemon curd and raspberry buttercream. The lemon cake with the lemon curd is a lot, but the raspberry buttercream does break it up. It does, exactly. But you can also do lemon cake with even just your plain vanilla buttercream, and then you could do lemon curd or keeping it simple, but that is a really good combination. Then we have finally our marble cake with raspberry preserves and chocolate buttercream. So this is sort of a chocolate raspberry lover's dream, but again we have the marble cake which breaks it up, but we can substitute that for a full-on chocolate cake if you're more of a chocolate person. And which popular flavor sounded good? Alrighty, and you did say you tried this one. Okay, so you probably won't necessarily want that in your box of 3 flavors to choose from, so I would recommend going with a popular flavor combination, maybe a cake flavor of your choosing, and then mix and match. Great! So which popular flavor combination would you like me to get you for the box? Okay, because you already tried the other one. Alrighty, and then which cake flavors and filling flavors did you want to try? Now keep in mind, you can be very different here because let's say you like the chocolate chip cake, but you don't like the white chocolate buttercream, for example. If you try a different cake with a different buttercream, you can even mix and match and let me know. No pressure. So the cake was chocolate. Okay, and perfect. And then you also wanted to try. Great, definitely, and that would really go well with the cream cheese, yeah. And did you want any accent flavors with the cakes? So you did want to try the chocolate truffle, okay? You can go traditional here. You could even try one of the preserves, so the strawberry or raspberry preserves. It would give it a cheesecake-like flavor, but I mean, that's completely optional. All right. Perfect. Well, I have your flavors written down. We went over the cake sizes, the pricing, so I will be emailing you a list of prices. So I will be giving you just a mock invoice based on the rough design, rough flavors, etc. No flavors cost more than others. However, of course, cake flavors and fillings, if you're going to add an accent flavor, that will be an additional cost on top. The good thing is with our popular flavor combinations, it is a set price, and you can mix and match from there as well, so there is a little bit of leeway there. Yes. Oh yes, everything is scratch made, which is why this will take about a week just to get those different flavors going. As we fill out orders throughout the week, we can pull from certain batches, and then that's how we make the little cake boxes for you to sample. And usually what we do is if we have an extra wedding, we just simply make a little bit more, and we can even throw in an additional cake flavor of your liking if it was something you didn't choose. Great. Just going to confirm your email for me. Can I just get your email address? At perfect, wonderful. So I do have all of your info, email, phone number. Would you like to provide a phone number, or do you prefer email? All right, area code. Great. Well, I will be getting back to you, I would say, within 24 hours of your mock invoice. So the rough estimate, rough cost of things, and then you can confirm certain details closer to the date, and then we will get a closer. Exactly. This is just a rough estimate for your convenience, and of course, the cake box is complimentary. Even if you don't choose us, you still get a complimentary cake box. Of course, you have to try the flavors after all, and if you're not satisfied, our pleasure. So, if there's anything else I can do for you, oh Oh yes, as I said, you can do the custom round cakes or the square cake. There's a little bit of a difference because the square cake layers can feed more people. So they do cost a little bit more per inch, but I'm going to give you the invoice and you'll have all the information there. You'll be well taken care of. I honestly wish I had some samples to provide you with today. Unfortunately, we just don't. But I'll be getting your cakes to you within the week, and then we can follow up. You do have quite a bit of time before your wedding, so there is definitely no rush. And if you do decide to change anything, of course, that would happen before the final confirmation of things. Yeah, because your taste can change, and we do accommodate based on that. Something that you might like now, 6 months from now, you might have changed your mind slightly, so no decisions are final until we do have to put a cap on that. I would say we can change things up until 2 weeks before the actual wedding date. Of course, things like design, maybe last minute flavor changes, and so on. Alright, so now you should definitely feel comfortable. I know how stressful wedding planning can be, believe me, I've been there. Yeah, this is the fun part. Yeah. Great. Well, it was so nice to meet you today. And congratulations once again. This is a very special time, so take it all in. I know that things are stressful, but I just would love for you to just breathe a little easier knowing that we have your wedding cake looked after. This consultation is free, the cakes will be free, everything is free up until the point of actually paying for your wedding cake. Alright. Okay, well, you take care now. And I do hope that we meet each other again soon. Alright. Alright, well, take care. Bye-bye. Drive safe. Bye. Hi. Welcome back. So nice to see you. Get comfortable. You're comfy? Alright, great. So I see you're right on time. I love punctuality, so that's fantastic. Thank you for being here again. So I prefer to do these meetings in person as opposed to on the computer, over the phone. It's just a little bit easier that way, and then you can tour the venue after. So just give me 1 second. Yes. I see last time you had your tasting. How did it go? Okay, so let's just confirm out of the 2 options you tried what you liked better, okay? Okay. So, you did try quite a few things, so that's great. So now you are allowed 2 appetizers. So you tried 4. How did it go? Tasty, right? Good. Okay, so you tried the lobster ravioli in a Mornay sauce, the lakeside antipasto with the smoked salmon, shrimp, calamari, grilled and marinated vegetables, the spinach salad with caramelized pears, walnuts, blue cheese, smoked bacon, and a charred onion vinaigrette. I love that, yes. And you also had the ricotta filled fazzoletti in a pesto cream sauce. So you did have some vegetarian options in there as well. Okay, so what is your choice out of the 2 pastas, let's say? So the ravioli and the fazzoletti, which one did you like more? The ravioli, okay. And then the 2 salads, so the sort of seafood antipasto or the spinach salad. Did you like that better, the spinach? Okay, great. It's delicious. It's honestly incredible. Okay. And then with that option, you can offer the ricotta filled fazzoletti to someone who has a vegetarian preference because it's just made with ricotta cheese. Fantastic. Okay, that's great. Now I see for your entree, so you did try of course every entree comes with seasonal vegetables and sides. But you did try the 2 tenderloins. So you had the beef tenderloin with a seared scallop and a lobster butter sauce. And then you also tried the beef tenderloin and snow crab with hollandaise and port reduction. So out of the two, which did you like better? Okay, yeah. I do love scallops myself. Okay, and then you also tried the vegetarian option, did you? Okay. Eggplant, I apologize, yes. Okay, great. And then for dessert, you had the option of the mini trio platter, so the creme brulee chocolate mousse mini cheesecake. You also had the dulce de leche caramel mousse cheesecake. And you also tried the chocolate godiva cheesecake. Out of the three, what was your favorite? The chocolate. Okay, great. No, this is why we're meeting. Did you surprise yourself? You made some really great choices. Fantastic. Okay, now, while we're here at the main selection, I'm just going to actually remove this from my notebook here. Forgive my reach. Okay, now we are going to be reading. I printed this off so that I can read it to you, and then I can also have you take it home. So if you choose something with me and then you change your mind, you of course have about, I would say, a good month to change your mind on that, okay? So if you'd like to make any changes, but for now it's good that we go over this with each other, okay? I believe all you have left is your late night. How exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to read you the selections, and then you stop me if something sounds good and you want me to read further in detail, okay? Or I can simply read them all over to you once, and then you ask me what's in. However you prefer. I'm at your leisure, so we have all the time in the world today, okay? Okay, great. So let's go over the savory late night stations. Now these stations, I suppose, are for either in the beginning, so if you want them with your appetizers, or if you want them at the end for late night, so you can do both, okay? And then ask me for pricing and I'll provide that for you as well. Yeah, but you should be budgeting, I would say, mostly $10 a head. Some things, if they're like a specialty, seafood, antipasta, they can be up to $14 a head, so we'll work within your budget, of course. It's gonna be a great wedding, don't you worry, okay? Whatever your budget, don't you worry. We will make it fantastic. Okay, so allow me to read the selections for your cocktail hour or late night, but probably leaning more towards late night. Okay. Okay, so for savory, we have a live brisket station. And now when I say live in front of each selection, it simply means that you'll have someone prepare the items for you live on the spot. So we have a specialty member of our team preparing it. So for example, for the live brisket station, it's a braised brisket. So they will be slicing this live. Perfect, okay. So we do have the live brisket station. We have a live wild mushroom risotto bar. Oh, you know what? I'll just read you them because it does make a difference. Okay. So with the live brisket station, it is a braised brisket, apple celery slaw, sweet cornbread, and cipollini onion jus. Okay. Next we have a live wild mushroom risotto bar. So this is a good vegetarian option. Fresh sauteed wild mushroom, slivers of Parmigiano cheese, finished with truffle oil, served in a Parmigiano Reggiano wheel. Good, right? Next we have a sushi bar. Okay, and if you're interested, I can go over the pieces of sushi, but typically it's about 3 pieces per person. Okay. Then we have a live pad thai station with chicken, shrimp, bean sprouts, green onions, vegetables, peanuts, and your classic pad thai sauce. Okay, then we have an antipasto bar. So this is a little bit more expensive, but this has smoked salmon, marinated muscles, prosciutto, melon, grilled vegetables, plum tomatoes, bocconcini cheese, mini arancini and bruschetta, an assortment of deli meats including prosciutto, Genoa salami, calabrese salami, an assortment of cheeses like Havarti, Asiago, cheddar, provolone, parmigiano, etc. Then if you'd like to add an antipasto and shrimp cocktail bar, you'd add $4 per person to that. Okay. Next we have a live El Mexicano station, so soft tortilla shells, crispy tacos, spiced beef, grilled chicken, sweet and hot peppers, charred onions, mushrooms, and a chipotle sauce. Okay, there's also a live fish taco bar. So live, as we know, not live fish, but the live person. And this is with your breaded cod, pico de gallo lettuce, chipotle lime dressing, seared white tuna, pineapple salsa verde. Okay, then we have a live paella bar with clams, mussels, Spanish arborio rice, langostino, and chorizo. Okay, we have quite a few pages, so bear that in mind. Yes. Okay. And I'll go over the next station. This is a live everything salmon station. So this has salmon Wellington, salmon tartare, smoked salmon accompanied by crostini, capers, and cream cheese. So sort of your salmon and cream cheese vibe. Then we have a live soul food station with buttermilk fried chicken on a warm biscuit topped with gumbo gravy. Very popular for late night. Okay. Then we have a live oyster bar. So this is a little bit more expensive. This is about $17 per person. And this gives you about 2 pieces per person. Okay, for sure. Then we have a live prime rib carving station. So prime rib with Yorkshire pudding, garlic mashed potatoes, port wine jus served with horseradish chips. It can be a little bit similar to your menu selection, so maybe you'll want to go with something a little bit different, a little bit more fun. Okay. Then we have the live cold smoked Alberta beef strip loin. So again, a little bit similar. I don't necessarily recommend the beef on beef on beef. Breaking it up with something different is more fun. So, okay, next, a traditional seafood station. So this is quite expensive. This is about almost $28 per person, but it comes with lobster tails, crab legs, etc. It's quite expensive, so yeah, but it sounds really good. We have a poutine station. So popular Canadian is home cut Yukon gold fries, traditional gravy, and Quebec white cheese curds. And this is a white cheddar cheese curd, nice and squeaky from Quebec. Quebec makes the best poutine, as you know. Poutine. Next is a live grilled cheese station. It's a little bit nostalgic, also nice for late night, especially if you're catering towards a more vegetarian crowd. This has your assorted grilled cheese sandwiches with fresh brie, aged cheddar on assorted sliced bread, accompanied by bacon strips and other garnishes. That way you can add the bacon strips if you want, or just forego that. Okay. Then we have a hot dog station, self-explanatory. Then we have a sliders and fry bar, probably self-explanatory, but this is a homemade mini beef burger accompanied by grilled portobello mushrooms for a vegetarian option, which is nice. There's lots of cheese, gourmet mustards, jalapenos. Then you have your Yukon Gold and sweet potato fries. Quite popular, yes. It's not a live station, though, I should warn you, so it will be served buffet style. Okay. Then we have chicken wings, so juicy and meaty chicken wings tossed in a buffalo-style wing sauce, served with blue cheese dip, carrots, and celery sticks. So a lot of fun late-night stations for when you've been drinking and you truly just want a burger after the wedding, if you catch my drift. Okay, then we have something a little bit more, inclusive of all sort of fun bistro-style foods, and that is the bistro bar. It's a little bit more expensive at $15.50 a person plus tax. But there are sliders, poutine, and chicken wings. However, chicken wings at a wedding, you might get your hands dirty. It's completely up to you. I'm here to help. Then we have the classic porchetta station, popular for Italian weddings and things like that, with assorted mushroom. Yeah, precisely. Yes, and there's of course also like your little pickled vegetables and your Kaiser buns and things like that, okay? That is for a minimum of 50 people, so if your wedding is smaller. Okay. We have a baked brie station, yes, with assorted chutneys and jams. There is a cheese station, so imported domestic cheeses with wafers, crackers, crusty breads. Okay. Then there's a pulled pork station, so it's a barbecue pulled pork with creamy grits, bourbon jus, and a warm, soft cornbread. There's also a Eurocarb carving station with mini pitas, fresh tomatoes, red onions, and an assortment of sauces, dips, and salsas. That's quite fun too. Has that little Greek flair, if you will. Okay, then there's also a pierogi station. So if you want to go a little bit more Polish, there is some pan-seared pierogies, so potato, cheddar, potato, and onion, accompanied by onions, bacon, and sour cream. Okay, then as well we have a live tostada station. So this is another live station. The live stations can be a little bit more pricey, but there's not a huge difference in that, okay? So just let me know if you want any prices. Okay, and this is sort of a build-your-own tostada. So there is fish, tuna ceviche, shredded chicken, pulled beef, grilled shrimp, guacamole, sour cream, lime, cilantro, shredded lettuce, pico de gallo, salsa verde, hot sauce. Very fun. I like live stations. I find them fun. There's a live Viet station, so Vietnamese sliders with taro fries. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Alright. There's a live short rib station, so short ribs bourguignon served in a martini glass. Like an homage to beef bourguignon. Okay. Then there is the live seafood po' boy station, so a selection of fried cod, battered shrimp, or calamari strips with shredded cabbage, diced tomatoes, pickles, and tartar sauce. Okay. Then we have the short plate station, so pan-seared scallops with a part dip. Yes. If you do have your scallops in your main meal, then you can just precisely. But this does sound good. So it has a parsnip puree, tomato jam, charred jalapeno, and crispy leek. Okay. Then we have an Eastern European station with beef goulash, potato latkes, dill creme served with a shot of red borscht. We do like to be very inclusive here, so we have an homage to many. Precisely. Then there's a live everything spring roll station, so vegetable rolls, duck spring rolls, chicken spring rolls, even banana and Nutella spring rolls to add that sweet flair as well. Okay, that does sound good, right? Almost done. The last one for the savory is the burrito bowl station. So this isn't live, but this is simply a build your own burrito bowl. So you can have pulled chicken, beef, or pork, toppings with like a quinoa, lime rice, pico de gallo, salsa, etc. Okay, so which one sounded good to you? I actually really want your input here, okay? And so we have this one, and you said this one, that one, and you're thinking of as well? Okay. Please just let me know, honestly, no pressure. No pressure, just knowing what you're interested in is good, and then, as I said, we can narrow it down. You have about 4 weeks, so we should be good. Basically a month. Finally, we have a sweet station, so alternatively, you can have a sweet station as your late night, or you can have this with it as well. Similar pricing, I would say price for about $10 a person typically. Yeah, we do have some live stations. It'll be fun to read. Okay, so first things first, we have something called All About Pie. So this is a deconstructed pie station with assorted pie fillings like apple, pumpkin, pear, cranberry, chocolate, pecan, and apricot yogurt, and then served with a variety of flavored pie crust chips. It's really interesting and fun. Okay, next we have a deep fried ice cream station with banana or strawberry flambe, whipped cream, Nutella, and a variety of fruit purees in a waffle bowl. Okay. Then we have a beignet station, sugar and cinnamon dusted donuts accompanied by spiced chocolate sauce, caramel, fruit coulis, and crème anglaise. Then we have a live waffle station, so there's a few live stations to come. The first is a live waffle station with Belgian waffles, vanilla ice cream, seasonal berries, and fresh whipped cream. Very yummy. And that is live, so they'll be making them hot and fresh. is a live crepe station. So the crepes are with a fresh fruit flambe, vanilla ice cream, and fresh whipped cream. You can have the fruit flambe, so like very nice and chewy for a live station. Okay. Next we have a live mini ice cream sandwich bar. So there's a selection of chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, softened to a mini chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, oatmeal raisin cookies, assorted sprinkles, chocolate chips to roll your ice cream in even. So you're essentially making your own little ice cream sandwich. Okay. Next we have beaver tails. They're a little bit more pricey, but this is your classic beaver tail pastry, prepared a la minute. So essentially it is live and served piping hot, topped with hot butter and your choice of delectable flavors. But this is based on a minimum of 200 guests. So if your wedding is smaller, yeah, well, I'll see what we can do, okay? Okay. Next we have the Couvertures Duo Chocolate Fountain and Sundae Bar. So a combination of traditional fresh fruit, seasonal berries, candy garnishes accompanied by warm flowing caramel, and Couvertures dark chocolate served with French vanilla ice cream in a Belgian waffle cup. Quite luxurious. Then we have a vintage popcorn cart. Okay, so you just essentially pay for the cart and there's an attendant to serve you popcorn if you'd like. If that's fun. Okay. Yes. And then we have a dual chocolate fountain, so similar, but this is a little bit different, and this is just a continuous flowing Belgian chocolate with Belgian and white chocolate accompanied by marshmallow skewers, Rice Krispies, etc. This will serve up to 200 guests. Typically, there's a price per person that you can work with there, okay? Okay. As well, we have Tiny Tom's Donuts. This might not necessarily apply to you, but they give you a lot of donuts. So they give you 120 dozen donuts. That is 1,440 donuts. And then there's 4 delicious flavors, including cinnamon, icing sugar, apple and cinnamon, and chocolate. I really like the icing sugar as well as the cinnamon. And this has a Tiny Tom uniformed professional to serve you. Okay. But it is quite a lot. The cost can be a little bit high on that one just because they have like a set number of donuts. Alright. Then we have a sweet and savory poutine station. So this can be, for your late night, you can do a combination. So this says Yukon cold fries, onion rings, sweet potato fries that include chili, braised short ribs, tomatoes, green onions, etc., cheddar cheese, bacon bits. And then there's also sweet, so it's funnel cake fries with micro marshmallows, icing sugar, and a Nutella gravy. Sort of like a sweet and savory poutine station, if you will, as the name says. So that would probably be the last savor you'll be hearing about. Going on with the sweet, there's a pastry table, so there's assorted pastries including squares, tarts, cupcakes, mini cheesecakes, and you can then add a little bit on top of that to then add fresh fruit, so for an additional fee. Okay. Then there's an ice cream sundae bar station, so vanilla and chocolate ice cream, assorted toppings, etc. There's a candy bar station, so they give you various candy bars, chocolate bars, and candies and things like that. Okay. Then there's a hot fresh donut station, so it's sugar dusted fresh donuts with chocolate and caramel sauce. Okay, then there is an Ooh La La station, so this has a variety of pastries including cheesecake, lollipops, creme brulee, macarons, petite fours, chocolate dipped strawberries, and almond bark. And then finally, there's a s'more station, so build your own from graham crackers, praline wafers, and peanut butter crisps with chocolate bars, chips, and chocolate sauces, marshmallow cream, and assorted candy toppings. So which one of those sounded the best out of the sweet stations? And then maybe as well. Okay, so let me just go back. Just marking that off. Okay, and then you said the grapes. Grapes are there. And then as well, potentially. was exceptional. I'm so happy to have done the late nights or even antipasti stations with you. You have a lot of good choices, and I do love your input, so thank you for, of course, handing that over straight away. But of course, your final input I'll just need in about 4 weeks' time, so you can go home, mull it over, make up your mind about your late night station and things like that. But your wedding just sounds incredible, so I'm really happy to be a part of that. I love working with you. You were just a breeze, honestly. You really were. You're so kind. So I'm gonna hand this sheet over for you. So I have my copy. I'm going to give you your copy, okay? Yeah, and just take that, put that away, and then you can then mull it over and then contact me in email, or we can even meet up again if you prefer. Alright? It's been a pleasure, my dear. And do give my regards to your other half. Alright, well, I look forward to your wedding day, but please relax and just know that I'll take care of everything, okay? I will make your day as stress-free as possible. Alright, well, this was a lot of fun going over the menu with you. Late night menus, dessert menus, so tasty. Fun. Well, take care. I wish you all the best and good luck with your continued wedding planning, okay? I'm here for you if you have any more questions, alright? Just remember that. Okay. So good to see you. Help yourself to some snacks on the way out, okay? Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. I'll be hearing from you, okay? Bye-bye. Ciao. Piacere, Lucia. So nice to meet you, Lucia. Yes, I'm very happy that you are here. You were here not too long ago with Lisa. You went over the late night menu, the dessert. Wonderful. I will just pull up your file here. Forgive me. Okay, I have many notes for you. I am meeting with you today because it is my job to go over the function notes, and I have very good news for you today. For your wedding, congratulations, by the way, auguri, yes. For your wedding, we have a very fun update. We are going to go over the appetizer menu from the beginning because we've added so many more choices. And you get to pick four appetizer choices from the menu. I will read them all to you. Wonderful. So we will go over that in just one moment. But please let me just confirm. Your final numbers are due on the 6th of June, okay? For the guest count. Until then, very tranquilo. You don't have to worry. It's coming up though, so be okay. The floor plan is due also that time. The payment is due on the 15th of June, okay? Do you have an event contact, a coordinator you would like to give me? Okay, what is the name? Fabio. Fabio. What company does Fabio work with? Sorry, a plane went over my head when we mentioned Fabio. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, and what is the phone number of Fabio? Okay. You're having problems with Fabio. I will talk to him, don't worry, okay? We can always change with Fabio to Lisa if you prefer for that to be the event contact. No problem, okay? So I have the bride's name, the name, perfect. Yes, so we have the number of adult meals. Are there vegetarian options for you? Yes? 3, okay. Do you need a teen meal or child meal? Okay. And crew, do you know if you're feeding the maybe photographer or... Okay. You will let me know. Okay. Yes. Okay. Provided. And did we go over the napkin color? I'm so sorry. So your choice was champagne, white, or white? White napkin. And the tablecloth, white, white. White on white would look beautiful. Okay. You have your decor, so the centerpiece is florals. Okay. And the ceremony, the wedding, it's taking place on the site with us. There. Okay. Yes. Okay. So just so you know, we have the open bar. This starts from 7 o'clock until 2 o'clock. This will never close, okay? Okay, the bar extension. You have the top of the line bar. You have wine, so the vino circulated throughout the whole event. Okay, we provide the house wine, all of this. When you come in, we will do the champagne toast. We will have that ready for the appearance. Okay, you have your information, DJ, all that I can see. We don't have to go over this. DJ lights. You won't need to code check because it's warm. Okay. And you have the wedding cake. Okay. Will you be saving the top tier of the wedding cake for... Yes, because sometimes it's a tradition to save, like for example, you have 3 tier, 4 tier. You save the little top tier for yourself. You can save frozen for 1 year, and 1 year later you open your cake and you eat the cake with your partner. It's a very cute tradition. You will think about this, okay? Okay, so please ask your cake provider for the box for the tier of the cake to provide, but if they don't have, we can of course accommodate you as best we can, okay? Okay, so let's see. 2 pieces per person, plated, perfect. I see that, yes, okay. So I see you chose the most highest package for this. So we have Regal package, Renaissance package, or finally Majestic. Majestic is the top, you choose this. That means you have a choice of 4 appetizers from every section. So I'm going to read you the list and you will see progressively maybe the choices are more exciting. You can choose 4 from any package. You have the highest package. Yeah, so we will right away get into the exciting stuff. In the end, if you have more questions, okay, but today I really want to cover the hors d'oeuvre menu. Yes, so before dinner, for the cocktail hour, you have the open bar. We can choose signature drink if you like. Yes, okay. And then while this is going, you will have your hors d'oeuvres. Someone will be serving them. You choose 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Yes, it's fun. You will be very happy, I promise. The menu is new. When you hear something, just say Lucia, and I will cross off on the list. You can pick more than 4. In the end, we can narrow down. You can go home and think about your choices. Perfetto. And then you message me. Good. Okay. So don't feel pressure to choose now. Think about it, okay? I will read you all of them. I will tell you Regal, Riddle, Renaissance, Riddle, Majestic, Riddle. Since you are Majestic, you have a choice from any, okay? Yes. Usually I recommend to do at least 1 vegetarian option just for precisely. Bravo. Okay. Okay, so from the Regal, I read to you. Stop if something sounds good, okay? Okay. We have smoked salmon with dill and caper mousse. We have leek and French brie pizza, the brie cheese. Very small little. I know already it sounds good. It's very hard. It's okay. Okay. Next we have the vegetable tempura with inspired dipping sauce. Okay. Next we have a vegetable spring roll with a chili plum sauce. Next we have a Greek bruschetta on a toasted bread. Okay. Next we have a classic Greek spanakopita with yogurt dipping sauce. It's really good. Okay. Next we have a caprese skewers. So the little bocconcini mozzarella di bufalo puff. Yes, okay. Next we have the wild mushroom and goat cheese bruschetta. Next we have a potato samosa with a curry yogurt. Yes, we like to keep international, lots of options. Yes. Next we have the vegetable pakora bundles with a cucumber relish. Vegetarian, very nice. Next on the Renaissance, so this is already the next package. As I said, you get all the choices, so relax. Next we have the flat iron beef satay with hoisin glaze. Very nice. We have next herb, goat cheese and leek rosettes on a buttery tart. Very good. Next, shrimp spring roll with a sweet Thai chili sauce. Yes. Next, seared beef tenderloin tips with horseradish aioli on a toasted bread. Yes, they're getting better, you can see. Yes. Next we have curried hummus and roasted vegetables in a phyllo tulip. Looks very pretty. Yes. Okay. Next we have a wild mushroom tart with slivers of Padano cheese. Delicious. And we have caramelized onion and warm brie tartlet with blackberry compote. Blackberry, very unique. Yes. Next we have a soup shooter. So take a little shot, but if your wedding is summer, I don't recommend. This is better in the winter, fall. Okay. And then we have green asparagus spears wrapped with aged prosciutto di Parma, drizzled with balsamic. Then we have California roll sushi. Then we have coconut shrimp, a classic. Yes. Finally, majestic. We have lots of good options. Okay. We have chicken lollipops with hoisin glaze. Very, very delicious. Very tasty. Yes. Then we have smoked salmon snaps with a baby frise lettuce. So there's fish, very fresh, very nice. Then we have aged grilled cheddar cheese. Yes, it's a grilled cheese, delicious, with a spiced apple chutney. Yes. Then we have sweet potato fries with wasabi aioli. Then we have really good Alaskan crab cake with a fiery red pepper coulis. Yes, okay. Then we have shaved phyllo shrimp with sweet Thai chili sauce. Okay. Then this is very fun. We have mini beef slider with warm brioche and crispy onions. Yes. Very good. I recommend it. It's very fun, playful. And this is for the cocktail hour. Get a drink. You want a finger food. Maybe something you can hold with one hand. Okay. Then this is very cute. We have traditional macaroni and cheese. This is not Italian, no. We don't have this kind of macaroni. But it is very fun. This is served on an oriental spoon. So it's like a shot on a spoon of it. Yes, honestly very delicious, very fun. Okay. Then this is very new. We have pulled pork on a brioche topped with a creamy coleslaw. Yes, creamy, very, very good. And then finally we have assorted sushi, maki and nigiri rolls. They will be very assorted. They are very top quality. We have the sushi chef prepare. Okay, yes. And this is just to remind you, not an allergy-free venue. We cook with these kind of things. Please, we can make notes for any guests with allergies, but we cannot guarantee contamination. If you have allergy, please let me know if you're a guest and we can accommodate, okay? Okay. So, your choices. You really like this panna coppita. I recommend. Seems very good. The beef satay, the Alaskan crab, the pulled pork, mini beef slider, and you said the caramelized tart and the brie pizza. So you had a lot of options. They're all very good. So I will let you go home and think about that. Think over. Okay. And then just to be sure, I want to read you the vegetarian menu. So you have a salad, but we are not going to put the bacon. So same salad without the bacon for vegetarian. Okay. Then the pasta, we can do the penne pasta with tomato. Okay. We can change this if you prefer. Okay. Then for the entree, you wanted to do the portobello mushroom, goat cheese strudel with buttery asparagus. Good choice. And the dessert, let me see the dessert. What did you have? Your bar has a lot of alcohol, lots. Maybe we can go over the bar menu next time. It's very big. Okay. Okay. So did you pick the dessert you were choosing last time? You had the Lady Godiva double baked chocolate cheesecake, or you had the chocolate pyramid with light chocolate mousse, or you had the dolce leche caramel mousse, or the mini trio, so creme brulee, mini cheesecake, chocolate mousse. Godiva. Okay, Godiva. I will make that a note. Okay. The late night section you have to confirm with Lisa. Okay, perfect. No, that's fine. So I'm going to do this. This is going to organize your notes. Lucia, you are so messy. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take the paper clip out. Okay. Eccola qui. This is for you. You can take this home so you don't have to look through the email. I know you're planning the wedding, so you probably have so many emails to look through. This is there you go. It's a lot. Yes, I know, but you will have a fantastic day, don't worry. Wonderful. Well, I think you made some really good choices with you have a very good taste. Please don't be nervous. Everything will be fantastic, okay? Please look that over. You emailed me the 4 choices. Next time we can go over the bar menu if you prefer. Or we can do that online. This is your preference, so your opinion matters here, okay? You tell me if you want to know the bar menu. But you have the top of the line bar, you know this. You chose the best of the best. The best alcohol quality. So next time we can go over briefly. We can even talk about the signature cocktail for the preciso. Bravo, brava. Well, you were fantastic today. Really, it was so nice to meet you. And congratulations again, okay? Did you enjoy this, going over the menu? I like to be in person, it's more personal. Sometimes these emails get lost. I know they're for you. Sicuramente you have a million emails. Okay? Yes, so we can change over from Fabio to Lisa. Not a problem, I will make some notes. Is there anything else you need while I am here for you in person? choices are coming up soon, but you still have time, so please don't worry, okay? Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. You are fantastic. Bravo. I will see you in the next meeting. If not, I will see you on the special day. I will be here, okay? Okay. Yes. Good. Please help yourself to a drink when on the way out, okay? Enjoy tour this beautiful location. Lovely to meet you again, okay? Beautiful. Okay, so maybe I will or Lisa will see you next time for the bar menu, okay? Bravo. Ciao, bella. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao. Happy planning, okay? Arrivederci. Ciao. Hi. Hello. Hi, I have these huge sleeves on. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am LullingLisa, hoping to lull you into a state of relaxation, sleep, or just entertainment through ASMR. Welcome back. Today's video is different than what I usually do, and I was inspired by you on the community tab because I asked you for ideas, suggestions for non-green screen video. That's why I'm actually wearing green. Maybe this appears as more yellow, I don't know, but I can't wear this on camera. And anywho, you suggested, one of you or a few of you suggested menu reading. And then I thought, I usually read menus when I'm doing a role play, so like for my wedding planner series role plays or a restaurant cafe type experience, flight attendants, I usually stick it in, or even I think a secretary role play, I did some menu reading. I really enjoy menu reading. Then I thought, why don't I just do it casually with you all here? Then I was thinking, what menu would I want to read? And then the light bulb went off and I said, I should read you my wedding menu and just chat about that for a little bit. So this is very relaxing, cozy, easygoing, super, comfortable video. And I have my menus here because from today, I will be getting married in essentially like 11 days from now. But by the time you watch this, my wedding will be over with. So I have all my menus ready. So my sister designed the menus. She has an Etsy shop that I'm going to link in my description box, and please check it out because she's a small seller, so she truly celebrates every sale she gets. And she's like incredible. So she designed these custom for me. She can do a lot of custom work. She also has like gorgeous sweaters and t-shirts and things like that. Her Etsy shop is just incredible. So she designed my menu. I'm going to show it to you and then I'll read it. She designed my menu and my invitations. And she just did such an incredible job. So here, right up here, I have a wax seal that I dipped, and I was contemplating filming myself doing all the wax seals because I think I needed 60, but of course you do extra. I must have poured at least 70. And it was a very nice ASMR experience, but I couldn't get a quiet moment that day, so it would have been really difficult to film, but maybe I'll film randomly some wax seal pouring because it's very relaxing. I did this wax seal for my envelope of my invitation. And as well, I had the idea to do it for my menu, so my sister helped me design the menu that I'll be reading to you. I also have a vegetarian menu because there's a few vegetarians coming. So wanted them to be a little bit more distinct. So I also have the vegetarian menu. So let's talk about the design. She did this very chic, almost like, I don't know, Gatsby-like border with hummingbirds, because I put hummingbirds as well in our invitation because it's my favorite bird, mine and my fiance, so it just reminds me of each other. And I thought it was really pretty, so she designed it like this, and she left enough room for me to pour the wax. She did like a little dot, and she designed it so I would know exactly where to pour the wax. So she did such a great job at designing this. I love all the fonts. You're probably getting a peek at the menu, but I want to read it to you. And yeah, so that inspired me for this video to read you the menu. So I'm going to be reading you the first, second, and essentially main course entree, the desserts, and the late night stations. Then I'm also going to share with you the signature drinks, and then if we have enough time, I'll read you the whole list of like the open bar. But for now, this is all food related, which should be fun, so just relax and let me read you my wedding menu. First course is a spinach salad, and with the spinach salad comes with caramelized pears, walnuts, blue cheese, smoked bacon, and a charred onion vinaigrette. And as a preview of the vegetarian menu, the first will be the same, just minus the bacon. Very tasty. So that was the first course. Now the second course. All Italian weddings. I'm Italian, my fiance is Russian, but all Italian weddings need a pasta. I'm sure many weddings have pastas, but it's essential. So we have here a lobster ravioli and a buttery Mornay sauce. And my fiance and I tasted these things at the tasting day when we tried our menu, and this lobster ravioli was so delicious. Even the spinach salad, because we tried two other things, a different pasta and a different then the rest of the menus are the same because we're getting into dessert. I'm pretty excited about dessert, so the venue offers a plated dessert, and that is going to be a Godiva double chocolate cheesecake. And then it will be followed by my wedding cake. So, I'm not that big on buttercreams. I find it to be, when it's done, like if it's a homemade buttercream, it's delicious. But when I find it to be done commercially, like for a wedding, and the buttercream has to remain nice and thick and solid to last, to hold up. And I don't know, I just tried a few buttercreams and it wasn't that crazy about it, so I was like, what do I do? I'm also not huge on like custards or things like that, but when anything is done right, it's delicious. I'm not picky in that sense. I love all cake, however. I wanted to do my favorite cake, and this bakery is going to do that for me. I'm so excited. I didn't even know it was possible. So my wedding cake will be a casata siciliana wedding cake. So this has layers of sweet vermouth soaked sponge cake with a chocolate chip ricotta filling enrobed in marzipan. I love marzipan. So that is the dessert. And I'm really the theme, keeping true to her pretty design, and everything I think looks really pretty. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I will probably be posting much more recently up to the minute things with wedding stuff, and hopefully you can see a lot of the behind the scenes with that. But yeah, my Instagram is just LullingLisa, so you can find me there. But yeah, I really appreciate you being here. This is the calm before the, I don't want to say storm, but before the lovely day, where I'm sort of like relaxed right now. But then come Sunday, which is Father's Day, from that point on, there's going to be a lot to do. After Sunday is Monday, my final dress fitting, I believe. My dress is so lovely, I really want to show you. And then we have the rehearsal dinner